try this again. While in the homeless shelter, it was a work program. It was necessary for you to work and get a job while you were staying there, or you would get kicked out. So I did what I had to do. I started working at McDonald's, and let me just say that was hard. Thought I was getting better until I started working there. I was working the 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Sometimes I wouldn't get out of there till 6 a.m. And then being in a homeless shelter where people are constantly awake and babies crying and people screaming, it was not a good situation. I was so exhausted, so tired. I eventually had a breakdown. I don't even know what happened. My symptoms just got so bad. It reminded me of like when I first cold turkeyed, and um, I went to the hospital and crisis was involved, and they recommended to the doctors that I get back on medication, and I said, what the hell, if this is what I have to do, this is what I have to do. I'll just stay on medication for the rest of my life. I won't taper. I'll just keep taking it forever until I die. And so I got on Ativan, and ended up seeing a psychologist and a therapist then, because I was able to get state insurance through, from PA. So they put me on Ativan and Lamictal, I believe, and that worked for a while. And then she changed it to Klonopin, which is what I'm currently on now. When I found out I was pregnant last summer with my daughter, the psychiatrist wanted me to completely stop taking my meds. She wanted me to cold turkey, and I'm like, no, I'm not. That's not okay. I spoke to my OBGYN who knew I was on Klonopin. I did stop taking my Lamictal, and I had to go to a high-risk OBGYN because I was pregnant. They informed me that the withdrawal could potentially give me a miscarriage. That they monitored me. I did lower my dose. I did lower my dose to 2 milligrams a day. They told me they had worked with people that had been on higher doses of this medication and their babies were fine, but I just had to be monitored more often and more frequently than most normal pregnant women would. They told me that there was a chance she could go through withdrawal, which I already figured, but everything was going good. Everything was fine. The baby was okay. I started going to a new psychiatrist who understood the situation. It was in frequent contact with my OBGYN and my high-risk OBGYN, and to just relay status reports and all of that. Then I started getting sicker. After I had my daughter, I was just not feeling right. I don't know if it was just the stress of having a new baby. I don't know what it was. I know I had reached tolerance once again, and I knew that these meds, I finally had it. These meds are no good. My depersonalization is so bad. I don't really have insomnia right now since I do take care of a infant, so I'm exhausted all the time. But I am still on Klonopin. I have been slowly tapering down, and it's hard. I can't even describe it. I'm dealing with the same issues that I was dealing with before I even got on meds. The depersonalization, the feeling like I'm gonna faint, the slipping out of body experience, dizziness. It's hell.